Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy? You cannot be serious. After hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dahlia and we first met about 8 months ago right here in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here! Take a look at this! She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. The day you met? She gave you that as a symbol of love? Pfft. If an item like that is what you give to a person you just met, I don't even know what you would give to that same person on Valentine's Day. Or on the day of your wedding or something like that. Jesus! She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Huh, I guess so. Well, that is a lovely thought, Phoenix, but still. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. Huh. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne, 8 months ago, you wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was! But how did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? Oh god. That does not sound good one bit. Don't tell me... Is this the first case that you were in, Mia? August 27th. What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases. Am I correct? Newspaper clipping. An article from 8th 28th, almost 8 months ago. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Huh. So this already turned from a simple murder case to a more elaborate one. This is connected to a different case. And if this Dahlia person was in the courthouse when she met Nick at the time, maybe Dahlia was a witness in that case too. That's why she had those strange reactions. Whenever Dahlia was mentioned. That's why Mia had those strange reactions. Oh, yes, but I'm afraid what you will have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Meow. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Fancy. What a fancy new little jingle over there. April 11, 12:14 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed a crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. What's with this stiff silence? Whoa. Suddenly it feels all tranquil, peaceful inside this courtroom. In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It is my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that. Now then, witness. Could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone said anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. And I will bash them with my gavel. How do they look straight at me when they say that? Oh, I see. They are both mesmerized by this girl's beauty already. I mean, she does look cute, admittedly. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at the Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Speaking of milkshake, I'm thirsty. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. Surely there must be some kind of mistake. Finny won't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes. I can see why you'd say that. She's going to be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Sheesh. This must be some powerful sorcery. I mean, I can smell it. Wow. That is some really nice perfume she has. I can sense it from all the way over here. Is that lavender? Yeah, whatever. No, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. Alrighty then. Let's see, Miss Hawthorne. What you witnessed? I had been planning to go back to Finny's place after class was over. Finny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. And then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Finny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called for the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never...
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
But what do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Hot damn!
You haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madame Fey.
Madame? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
Alright, let's get to it.
I had been planning to go back to Phoenix Place
After class was over. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology department building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful! Is there humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through the back area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors.
Well, how else would you enter? Teleportation?
I mean, that is much more fun than to enter through a door.
Cussing!
Finny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
So, who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So, what were Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Fey. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here?
Alright, I'm back. Got myself some milkshake and... Holy hell, Mia, you already managed to break her down? That's gotta be a world record in witness breakdowns. Please, go on. What did he see next?
Suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
I mean, you know, it is Japanifornia nonetheless. Of course you're gonna be demonized, Mia. Defense attorneys always get demonized by other people when they try their damnedest to save the world. Yeah, I say, just ignore it. And, well, speaking of that, I bought you some milkshake as well, Mia. Now it's time to drink my milkshake!
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Finny never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now?
I mean, there is a contradiction, sure. Nick said before that he pushed Dougie, so... I mean, he pushed Doug, not Dougie. In which case... Alright, well, let's see let's see what will happen if we say that there is a contradiction here.
Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne. So let's drop them, shall we?
But what? I would never.
Miss Faye, I will not allow you to bury this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Yes? Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's paw print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either.
So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
And that's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their drugs.
Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do. But in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on?
Let's press for more details.
But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes. I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one.
Okay. Let me go through these statements again a little. You say that you didn't hear anything unusual. Well, again, Nick told us otherwise. Like, a loud noise happened, actually. Like, where is it? Like, right over here. Phoenix's testimony. The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when this happened. If that is actually true, then you would have heard it, Dahlia.
Objection!
You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, and that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the fact that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
Objection!
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
That I was just beginning to let up. But it seems as though 4 wasn't ready for his fun to come and then end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Why are you happy about this, Payne? If there is no contradiction in her testimony, that would mean that the defendant is innocent, thanks to her. And that's not what you want. Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. Yes, indeedy. And it is the music that she was listening to. If we can determine what song she was listening to, we can win this case. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony.
But what do you mean?
What is this problem? It's obvious. The problem is that she claims to have been listening to music. Are you deaf? Did you pay attention to her testimony? She explained she was listening to music to cover up the sound of the thunder.
Miss Wright, I must warn you that I can be even more frightening than Zeus when I'm angry.
Yeah,
You made that pretty clear in the past, alright.
Yikes, I'm in trouble now.
Well, the testimony we've just heard seems to be very decisive. The only one that could have killed the victim was the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
No, please. I never meant to incriminate him.
This is bad, Mia. If you don't do something, we're going to lose this. Think again. What is it about this testimony that doesn't make sense? She said something that could totally change this whole case. Okay, well, it definitely has to be the lightning in this case. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
Oh! I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doc Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, a victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be on to something. I mean, if it was pure natural lightning, then that would mean that nobody is a murderer, except for Zeus. Quite an interesting case. Like, bring in Zeus and Kratos from the God of War cities, like Zeus as a prosecutor and Kratos as the defense attorney. And instead of yelling objection, Kratos would be all, Zeus! Or, boy! Maybe that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. You'll be like...
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fate.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at the location.
What?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? You know, I did make fun of you in the past, Payne, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. You can be a pretty good prosecutor at times. It's just that you are overshadowed by either Edgeworth or the Von Karma family. That and I haven't seen you use one dirty trick like at all, which is a cool thing in my book. This affidavit. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 PM that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 PM. Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break. The old power cable broke down due to some sort of impact on 4/9 at 2:55 PM. 2:55 PM. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it had been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Who or what? Who or what? It is indeed an interesting question, cause I still can't say for sure. Well, if even a single bump would have broken the cable, then maybe somehow the umbrella got there and managed to snap it. Maybe there was some powerful wind that day and that just took the umbrella with force and got into the cable. That very well could be it.
This is it. This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor, I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense. That was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Ouch, that was harsh.
No? Okay. I thought so. That is quite of a stretch of a theory to begin with. I mean, outside the umbrella, I cannot say that any piece of evidence could have caused it, so it very well could be somebody in particular.
Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Alright, well, if it is one person, it's either Dahlia, Doug, or Nick. And from these three, based on what we gathered thus far, it can be Nick, because he is the one that pushed Doug. And at that time, he heard a loud noise, so... Sorry, Nick.
Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.